Kingdom Keys for Success. I would like to present to you what I refer to as the Kingdom Keys for Success. Every nation, including ours, is poised to experience a crisis. Some of you will experience downsizing and right-sizing, while others will lose your jobs or have their businesses fail. Some of you will actually lose your ability to make money, while others will struggle to maintain their homes. And God has sent me here, maybe merely to tell you to look, because you need to concentrate on management if you want to survive this catastrophe. Here's God's successful key. Genesis 1 verse 28 says these words, "And the Lord blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea, the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that creeps upon the ground." Now pay close attention, since this is the core of God's command. In Genesis, "Let them have dominion over the earth," is what God says about you in 1:26. God gives us instructions on how to do it in Genesis 1 verse 18. He explains how to do so in verse 28. Dominion is to govern, rule, control, manage, and lead. Plan it. He provides us with the procedure. Please grab a pen and write this down, as everyone who wishes to rule the earth must adhere to God's easy procedure. First, the 4 principles that are essential for success in God's purpose. First and foremost, be productive. Being seedful was not God's initial instruction to man, rather, it was to be what? Productive. Fruit cannot be produced unless seeds were planted first. Nothing that doesn't already exist will ever be demanded by God. Therefore, God's first instruction is to bear fruit right away. I discovered that the original Hebrew definition of the term fruitful does not refer to having children. I was stunned. For instance, Abraham performed a poor job with just one legitimate child if producing children was the core of God's instruction. Put the word fruitful in writing, it implies productive. The first thing that God, human command is fruitful. That entails creating something. The lack of self-production is poverty. One day, as Jesus was lying on the floor eating, I recall a woman entering. She believed it was against the law to do so. She stepped over Peter, James, and John, where men were eating at the time, and approached him. She took this lovely stone bottle, broke off the top, and poured the ointment over his body, rubbing it into his flesh and into his feet. The room filled with the scent, and the men immediately recognized that it was a high-end ointment. They were aware that it was actually smuggled from Egypt. In our day, it cost between $12,000 and $13,000 and was used to embalm bodies. For this reason, they claimed that this bottle contained a year's worth of salary. "Sir, why do you allow this woman to waste this valuable money on your body?" they bemoaned to him. And Jesus made a crucial statement. According to them, it could have been supplied to. His response to the impoverished was, "Now that I'm looking at them." I was surprised to learn that the word poor there refers to non-productive people rather than those who lack. God's first command is to produce. Poverty results from ceasing to produce. Stay with me here, by the way. God told Adam to bear fruit, but he never provided him a table or a chair. Instead, he concealed them in the trees. He also never gave him shoes. In the cow, he struck them. God never constructed a building before. Instead, he struck the concrete and soil. He struck the vehicles and the mountain oil. Be productive, be fruitful. Australia's future lies in Australia, not in America or England. The ability to create is right here. Lack of resources is not poverty, rather, it is a lack of imagination. Other than the crisis of creativity, there is no crisis. Despite what many throughout the world claim, no money has left the planet, neither has it gone to the moon or Mars. It will be drawn to creativity because crises foster innovation, inventiveness, and originality. People that are productive will draw resources to them. Multiply. Multiply refers to reproducing what you have created. If you're following a successful business, you know, I was just traveling here when I noticed McDonald's. It's a long way from its original headquarters in Orlando, but it's still astonishing that the burger is the same everywhere you go. McDonald's has learned about God's plan more successfully than the church has. What are you first? Everybody says, produce. To put it another way, you create something, and you create one quality item. The Big Mac is a product made by McDonald's. Macs are their fruit, and you won't find them anyplace else. Even if you have a good product, you will still starve to death. Having a good idea does not guarantee success or income. You must be able to proceed to the second step, which is multiply, reproduce. McDonald's has created a system capable of producing 1 billion hamburgers annually. Single month, and the identical Big Mac is available in China, Ukraine, and Mexico. Why is the same burger the same in Trinidad, Jamaica, the Bahamas, and London? In order to get to God's second stage, they must first produce, after which they make more. Only the church has missed God's process, which has been hijacked by every prosperous company on the planet. We are broke because of this. Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, created a single fruit and then implemented a mechanism to increase its number. You will not be able to duplicate it. God stated that the third command is crucial. Restock everyone. The definition of refill is to distribute. You are a manager because God's ideas are all business related, which is amazing. Regardless of how well your product works or how many times you replicate it. Dead inventory is the fastest thing that can ruin a business. Businessmen, please speak with me. The world's greatest product can be yours in the warehouse and continue to perish from malnutrition. Distribution is the third level of success that you need to reach. God did not construct this church merely to produce a good product. He intends to distribute it to other countries after reproducing it 1,000 times in the city. Every successful business in the world has adhered to God's program. He said subdue is the fourth level in God's success management scheme. Subdue refers to market domination. As you are aware, McDonald's is not interested in. They want to dominate the market, so if you are in a company and don't have a strategy to achieve so, get out of it. Because he was the most successful person in our generation to date who successfully fulfilled God's plan, Bill Gates is currently the richest man in the world. He created a fruit, copied it, and then implanted it in every computer. His success was so great that the US government as a whole was under attack. He started to control the entire computer market, so they summoned him before Congress, sat him down, and told him that he couldn't control every computer in the world if he was too successful. He was a menace because of his achievements. With your gift, what are you doing? I'm here today for that reason. You have a gift from birth. For this, I need 2 more sessions. Don't listen to me, this is too crucial. A seed bag is what your life is. According to God, dominion will arise if you adhere to these 4 guidelines: be fruitful, produce your gift or product, multiply it, reproduce it, replenish it, subjugate it, and rule the market. Therefore, dominion is a result of you and not a goal.